Welcome today. I'm Mary Haney, Director of the Detroit Lakes Public Library, and I am so excited for this occasion. This is something I've been working on for several years. It started with the City of Detroit Lakes Downtown Redevelopment Project, when members of the community got together and were just brainstorming what could be helpful in maintaining the beauty of Detroit Lakes and improving the City of Detroit Lakes. And several people wandered into my office here in the library and said, "Gee, Mary, you know, the library would be the perfect place for a piece of public art." And I went, public art, so what does that look like? I had no clue. And I started, you know, being a librarian, I started doing some research and researched public art projects, including trains, moving art. No, I didn't really get into the trains. And over time and a number of years, the whole project evolved with the help of a lot of people. It also dovetailed nicely with the library's centennial celebration. In 2013, in the fall of 2013, we celebrated the 100th anniversary of the original library, and this is also an outgrowth of that. We have special thanks today to the Detroit Lakes Public Library Board. There are a number of members here. Thank you, Board. The Detroit Lakes Library Fund Board. And from that, we also had a sculpture committee. I can say thank you to the sculpture committee, but easily half of them are in Europe right now. Annoyed. And we also have a great deal of thanks, well, 140% of thanks to Hans Gilsdorf, the sculptor, who also wandered into my office and said, "Mary, you need some sculpture for public art." Really? Not a painting? I thought we just plant a tree and maybe trim it into a neat shape or something. No, Hans said that wouldn't do.
Well, now you tell me.
Yeah, that's right. Chuck Rule from Decocrete. We also thank Chuck and his guys. The City of Detroit Lakes, and especially the Public Works guys who have done a lot to make the library look beautiful today and have helped me all along throughout this project. So thanks to all of those people. And to tell us a little bit more about the sculpture, I'll turn it over to Hans Gilsdorf, the sculptor. Hans says he's not going to talk into my chest.
I was worried about that. You didn't want to go in there, you know, tap her chest. Is this thing on? Test, test. No, I'm just glad to be here today because this was, like Mary said, this has been 2 years in the works of talking, meeting. Then last year, meeting with the boards and the different groups of the library to come up with an idea. And I can't thank the group enough and all the groups that were involved with that, with the discussions around tables we had, with the inputs, their creativity, the fun that it was to meet with everybody to discuss options. And so I designed originally 3 different options. We put the bid out for bronze work, but the costs were just way out of line with what we could really afford. So I started rethinking with this one, which was one of the more popular ones anyways, is to revisit it doing concrete. And the cool thing was, with the library board, with everybody saying, yes, we're going to do this, this is a cool project, was I met with Chuck Rule at Decocrete and Matt and Steve, and the first thing in their mouth was, cool, when do we get to start? And they've never done anything like this. They've done sidewalks, they've done curbs, they've done decorative concrete, floors and all that stuff. Sounds like a commercial for them. But these guys were so open-minded to it to figure out, to learn how to do this. And I've done stuff like this before for the Phoenix Zoo out of concrete life-size elephants, but that's in Arizona, and the elements down there are different, much different than they are up here with freezing temperatures and heat and all that stuff. So they researched and found this cool product and this mix, and I had my ideas and thoughts, and we powwowed for over the year. During the winter I made the model. We got that approved by the board, the dimensions and the shape and the size. And this spring in April I started making all the rebar and the steel in my studio. And it's all hand bent steel. And then we brought it down here on site. And the first day we poured 12 tons of concrete into the form. And then over the course of the next week we poured and sculpted, hand sculpted another 2,000 pounds. So it's about 13 tons of concrete. So this thing's not going to move. The benches, they don't move either. They're real heavy, but this thing's not going to move. But the whole intention of this sculpture was so many kids and so many people were told, don't touch. And I've always liked, touch. Get on there, have fun, experience it. So the whole concept, if you look at it, the arms are chair height, the legs are feet, they're fun places to sit on. And that's what it is, to get kids to be engaged with local public art. And I've always kind of said as I wrap it up, it's, if we can get more public art, it makes it a more beautiful world. And because the word earth without art is just, so thanks again to everybody. And this has been a great project, and I'm so glad it's done because I'm exhausted.
One, two. Oh, well, go ahead, pull it up. Okay.